Okay, Monday. Um, One of the main things I'd have to say about Monday, well, there are a couple things. Okay, so the first interesting thing about Monday is that for lunch I went out to lunch. You know, I've been going out and buying lunch pretty much every day, um, because that's what people do. But on Monday I went out with some people that I hadn't really been out with before. There's this one girl in my class who who's new. So, she started out kind of more quiet and not having really friends, either. And she's super awesome. And so, I went with her and some other people, and we went to this pizza place. And we ordered a pizza, and I split a pizza with this girl. And it was a pizza with mushrooms, which I usually don't eat mushrooms, but, okay. I didn't want to buy a whole pizza for myself because, you know, it's nice having a little bit of extra money. And since Rotary hasn't like given me money yet, um, which apparently the way they do it here is, they just transfer it into your bank account. So I probably need to sit down and like find out all my bank account details and stuff, and then talk, like seriously talk with them. But there hasn't been an opportunity because every Rotary event we've gone to has been like an event, where you're doing things. There's no time to sit down and say, okay, now who do I need to meet with every month? Who's my Rotary counselor? Because on the papers it says one guy, but it seems like it's this other guy. And I'm confused. And I also need to do this with my bank. I need to get my money from August too, because apparently we're supposed to get something in August, but I never got anything. Then this month is like September's like almost over, and I still haven't gotten any money. I haven't needed very much money, but I haven't gotten any definitely. And so, I like to try to save a little bit of money just so I have some. Um, but anyway, so I split this pizza with this other girl, and we, so I had pizza for lunch, and then the board that I bought on Saturday, I thought I would need it, so, um, but I forgot it at home in the morning. Like, my host mom was like, don't forget it, and I'm like, oh, I won't, and then I forgot it. But then she was coming home after lunch, and so she called me, and she was like, okay, meet me in the parking lot. So I went up to the parking lot, and this girl in my class, she came with me. She was so sweet. And so my host mom showed up, and she had a board, um, it was super nice of her to bring it. And so I brought it, but then it turned out we didn't use it. We talked about something else in art class. So it was kind of lame, but at least I got to leave it at school, so I didn't have to worry about forgetting it again. So that was kind of the story about Monday. Also, on Monday, my host mom has been kind of worried because I've been coughing so much and I've got this cold. So she took me to a doctor's office, like a walk-in place. And the doctor checked me out. And luckily, we didn't have to wait very long. Like some of these places, you probably have to wait like an hour. He checked me out and basically said it's nothing, which is kind of weird. Because at home, my mom would just be like, drink lots of liquids, get lots of sleep. Actually, I emailed my mom the other day, and I asking her for what else I might be able to do about this cold, and she was like, drink lots of liquids, get lots of sleep. That's pretty much all you can do. So I've been doing that. And my host mom's been super worried, so she took me to this doctor's office, and he basically told me it's nothing. And but he prescribed me some things so that I'll hopefully be coughing less. Because one of the main things is that, like, when I go to bed and you're lying down, I cough a lot. So after I go to bed, it takes me like an hour to fall asleep, if not more, because I'm coughing so much. And I think that's what was mostly worrying my host mom, because she can, like, hear it because I'm coughing so loud. So he prescribed me 3 different medications for a cough and a runny nose. I've got these pill things that I think are supposed to kind of liquefy my mucus and so that I'm not plugged up all the time. So, and I eat one of those every morning. There's a spray, a throat spray, and I just have to spray in my mouth 4 times a day. Kind of throughout the day, and it's disgusting. The pills are those like weird fizzy kind, and they don't taste too bad, but they're not like yummy. Like the first time I tried this kind of pill, it was like cherry flavored, and it was like a new kind of candy. It was like paparoxyl medicine, and so it still fizzes, but and it doesn't taste bad. It just tastes okay. And then I've also got this like syrup that I'm supposed to take once at lunch, or drink once at lunch and once before bed, and it's vanilla flavored. And it tastes like medicine, but it also tastes like vanilla. Like the spray in your mouth is disgusting, but the vanilla it tastes like vanilla. Like there's a medicine aftertaste, and it does kind of like taste like medicine. It's not like you're just drinking vanilla, but it's really kind of weird. So yeah, I've got those, and so my cold is supposed to get better in like a week. And the funny thing is that it's probably not so much. I was thinking, it's most likely because there are different strains of colds in Europe and in America. My body doesn't have resistance to these types of colds. But it's also probably a result of culture shock. Like, I made a post, on Facebook. I'll be really happy when this cold goes away. And like another exchange student is like, are you getting? I think it might be culture shock because I've got a cold and I'm getting headaches. So are you getting headaches too? And another friend commented and was like, yeah, a college student, yeah, when I went to Japan, I suffered culture shock. I can't talk recently. Ever since Monday. I haven't been able to speak. Like my French was getting worse. I don't know, but apparently I can't speak English either, so that's okay. But anyway, she was like, yeah, when I went to Japan, I got culture shock, and it kind of manifested in the form of a really bad chest cold. So, and my dad said it was an allergic reaction to chocolate, so I should send it all to him. But so I think it's also probably from the culture shock. So if it is, I don't think the medicines will be able to help very much. But you know what? Hopefully they'll be able to help me sleep a little bit more. Monday afternoon after that, I don't really remember what I did. I probably hung out and drew pictures. That's probably pretty much it. So yeah, that was my Monday. The big thing there was going to the doctor. And yeah,